All-new Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, Tina Fey drops by. NBC Tonight.
Your one news source. This is NewsCenter1.
Good evening, I'm Shad Olson. This is NewsCenter1 at 10. Well, with stormy weather on the way and that approaching winter storm that Bob Riggio has told us so much about, Rapid City Schools today making the preemptive decision to close schools tomorrow. School leaders say that while conditions may seem fine in the morning, getting children home safely by the end of the day tomorrow could be hazardous for everybody out on the roads. That's why Rapid City administrators have chosen to take a better safe than sorry approach to the looming storm. All kindergarten through 12th grade activities are canceled tomorrow as well. There's a possibility that weather conditions may warrant a school closure on Wednesday too, but that decision will be announced tomorrow. Western Dakota Tech and Douglas Elementary Schools also close tomorrow, and Belfouche Schools will have a 2-hour late start. Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio joining us now with a look at what you can expect and basically expanding and giving us the latest details on a storm that you've been telling us about for several days.
Yeah, the snow is just to our west. It'll be moving in later on this evening after midnight this evening, and it's going to stay with us throughout the evening hours tomorrow night into early Wednesday. As a matter of fact, the National Weather Service has issued a winter storm warning. That's the pink area you're looking at there, and that will remain in effect right on through Wednesday. And what you can expect, there it is. You can expect snow 4 to 7 inches, higher amounts in the northern hills, 6 to possibly 10 inches in the higher elevations in the northern hills. Winds gusting out of the northwest, 30 to 35 miles an hour. That's going to blow that snow around. We expect blowing snow, and with that, low visibility. And of course, if you're doing any traveling, please travel with care. The roads will be rather treacherous.
And absolutely right, Bob Riggio. Road surfaces out there already slick, and as Bob mentioned, reduced visibility, making things pretty complicated on the interstate as well. Slick pavement in spots, so do be careful. If you have to be out and about tonight, best advice is don't. Turning to national headlines tonight, the first of 6 Baltimore police officers facing charges in the death of Freddie Gray may soon learn his fate. The trial was wrapping up this evening and now goes to the jury. You may remember that city was locked down for days after riots in Baltimore that followed Gray's death. His injuries came while he was handcuffed and shackled inside a police van. NBC's Jay Gray has the latest tonight.
Prosecutors closed their case by labeling Baltimore police officer William Porter a liar who knew what he was supposed to do, but ignored that after Freddie Gray was fatally injured in the back of a police transport van. Porter is the first of 6 officers facing charges in Gray's death. Prosecutors telling the jury of 8 women and 4 men today that Porter had the, quote, opportunity on 4 or 5 occasions to wield his power and save Freddie Gray. He abused his power. He failed his responsibilities. During the trial, Porter took the stand in his own defense, saying he checked on Gray multiple times, but that he showed no signs of serious injury. Still, Porter said he told the officer driving the van that Gray wanted to go to the hospital. They instead continued to the jail. The defense team told the jury Porter had nothing to hide because he did nothing wrong, and that prosecutors are attacking his credibility because their case lacks evidence and is based, they say, on speculations and theories. During instructions to the jury, Judge Barry G. Williams also gave them this warning. You should not be swayed by sympathy, prejudice, or public opinion. Opinion that's framed this case from the start.
All night, all day, we will fight for Freddie Gray.
Protesters filled the streets of Baltimore following Gray's death, turning violent at times. And now, the city is again on edge, waiting for a verdict.
Now, officials here have asked the public to remain calm regardless of the jury's decision. And out of what he calls an abundance of caution, the police commissioner has suspended leave for all officers. They'll work 12-hour shifts through the verdict. Jay Gray, NBC News, Baltimore.
Meantime, Officer William Porter could spend up to 25 years behind bars. It happened exactly 3 years ago today, one of the worst mass shootings in our national history. 20 children ages 6 and 7 murdered along with 6 adults at Sandy Hook Elementary School in Newtown, Connecticut. The Connecticut governor ordering flags to fly at half-staff in honor of the victims. This is the first year Newtown students are in school on the anniversary. The new Sandy Hook Elementary School still under construction and expected to be finished next fall. You remember the original structure was torn to the ground. Today, President Barack Obama giving his second statement in a little over a week about ISIS strategy and the war on terror, laying out new details about how the U.S.-led coalition is rooting the terror army out of key territory in both Iraq and Syria. But while the president says that ISIS is losing its ability to fight, the group's ability to terrorize remains largely unchecked. NBC's Brian Moore has a story from Washington.
After meeting with his national security team at the Pentagon, President Obama tried to reassure America and the world that ISIS is losing ground.
In November, we dropped more bombs on ISIL targets than any other month since this campaign started. We're also taking out ISIL leaders, commanders, and killers one by one.
Despite pressure and criticism, the president announced no new strategy. The U.S.-led coalition, he says, is decimating the terror army at its core in Iraq and Syria.
As we squeeze its heart, we'll make it harder for ISIL to pump its terror and propaganda to the rest of the world.
But since October 31st, the group claimed credit for bombing a Russian jetliner, the stunning coordinated attacks in Paris, and the ISIS-inspired rampage in San Bernardino. The latest NBC News Wall Street Journal poll shows nearly a third of Americans fear a loved one might fall victim to a terror attack.
Terrorism is not the sort of thing that can be eliminated or eradicated. It's always going to be present, whether it's outside our borders or inside our borders.
A war with the United States in the lead and looking for more support. And to shore up that coalition, the president announced he's sending Defense Secretary Ashton Carter to the Middle East and Secretary of State John Kerry to Russia. Brian Moore, NBC News, Washington.
Despite pressure to change course, the president insisting that the current strategy against ISIS is working. Well, there is new fallout in the San Bernardino terror investigation. 14 killed, 21 wounded at the Inland Regional Center. One of the killers, Tashfeen Malik, was expressing support for violent jihad on social media before she applied for a fiancé visa and traveled here. But the clues were not flagged until it was too late. As of now, screeners do not regularly look at social media for people traveling to this country on a fiancé visa. That could change. Tonight, the chairman of the House Homeland Security Committee says it will consider a bill to require in-person interviews and social media screening for all visa applicants. And here's a look at today's markets on Wall Street. And after a dismal performance by all three of the major indexes last week, the Dow Jones regaining some of that territory today, helped in part by some solidification in the floor under the price of crude oil. Crude moving up almost $2 today, and that puts some positive foundation under both the financials and the energy markets. The Dow rising 103 points, 17,369. NASDAQ Composite up 19 to 49.52. S&P up 10 to 20.22. And gold is down $16.10 to $1,059.60 on this day of trade. The Rapid City Board of Education holding its annual meeting tonight with a very full agenda. One of the major topics of discussion, curriculum changes for the social science program. The South Dakota Department of Education finalizing curriculum changes this past August, giving local districts in the state the opportunity to decide which new U.S. history standards they would like to teach. Science courses could also see changes, the most notable of those coming for high school students. While biology and either physics or chemistry are now required, students will soon have a variety of ways to get their third credit of science.
Last week was big for education. The federal law changed. The Every Student Succeed Act was passed, and so we've got some updates on that. And then the big thing tonight will be our course registration handbook for next year, and then those curriculum changes as we now implement new science and new social science standards that were adopted by the South Dakota Board of Education. The science standards are up for implementation, and the changes are in the course registration book that's being presented tonight.
The board will be voting on the science course redesign and varied course options on January 20th. The South Dakota Board of Regents is getting ready for Governor Dennis Dugard's budget plan for the upcoming year. The board is set to hold a special meeting about the spending proposal and other legislative matters tomorrow. The governor's budget, including roughly $60 million for one-time spending. Much of that would help the state's public universities and technical schools freeze tuition for the next school year. Mike Rush, Executive Director and CEO of the Board of Regents, says the freeze would reduce the amount that students have to borrow or pay out of pocket. Criminal justice changes continue to prove to be successful here in South Dakota. The Public Safety Improvement Act Oversight Council releasing its annual report to update the public on progress that's been made under Governor Dennis Dugard's reforms. The state is continuing to see positive results from the Public Safety Improvement Act that was passed less than 3 years ago. The report highlights the fact that the overall prison population is now below initial projections, and the female prison population has declined by nearly 16%. The parole success rate increased from 37% 3 years ago to 65% in the past fiscal year. But Governor Dugard says there is even more good news.
I'm very pleased that the Public Safety Improvement Act annual report is out. We're seeing very good results. It was just passed, less than 3 years ago. The prison population is below initial projections. We expected our population would continue to grow, but at a lower rate. And in fact, it's growing slower still, and in the women's prison it's actually fallen. We saved millions of dollars this year by not having to build a new women's prison, so that alone is a good piece of news.
Governor Dugard says that this annual report represents a mother, father, son, or daughter that has benefited from all of those criminal justice reforms. Rapid City Police are asking for your help in identifying a suspect who broke into a local business over the weekend. Police responding to the Goodwill store on Lindbergh Avenue after employees arrived to find the front glass door had been shattered. Police finding that an entire safe had been removed from that building. The department releasing a surveillance picture that you see there. That is of the suspect. The suspect wearing dark-colored hooded jacket with a horizontal stripe, as well as dark-colored pants. If you have information that could help police, please call 394-4134. Well, tomorrow is the last day to sign up for health insurance coverage through the healthcare.gov marketplace. December 15th is the deadline for enrollment in a new plan or to change to an existing plan for coverage that would start January 1st of the new year. For Americans who do not have health insurance in 2016, the penalty has gone up from last year. The penalty now $695 or 2.5% of your income, whichever is higher. And keep it right here. NewsCenter1 at 10, continuing after the break.
This is NewsCenter1 with Shad Olson. Sports with Justin Wickersham. And weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
$1. That's all it takes to start enjoying a membership at Planet Fitness. 4 quarters will get you the best equipment in our judgment-free zone. So join Planet Fitness now for just $1 down and $10 a month.
Join Planet Fitness of Rapid City and Rushmore Mall for only $1 down. Sale ends December 16th.
This holiday, Ford, America's best-selling brand, is giving you more. The Ford Holiday Sales Event with 0% financing for 60 months on 2015 F-150 and Focus and 2016 Fusion and Escape. Plus $1,000 holiday bonus cash on 2015 Focus and 2016 Fusion and Escape. It's the best gift ever. Now during the Ford Holiday Sales Event, get 0% financing for 60 months plus $1,000 cash back and no payments for 90 days. Only at your local Ford stores.
Get projects done quicker with Crescent sockets and wrenches from Menards. Right now, they're all on sale. This 148-piece mechanics tool set has the right tools to get the job done. $69.99. Bosch 18-volt power tools give you high performance with compact designs. Purchase this hammer drill and impact driver combo kit for $299 and get your choice of a circular saw, reciprocating saw, or lithium-ion battery free. Don't forget Christmas. Give a gift card.
Warm season's greetings to you all from Menards.
There are those who choose not to settle, but to rise above. In the heating and air conditioning industry, these leaders are known as trained comfort specialists, who are as reliable and hard to stop as a train itself.
For your heating and cooling repair, call us anytime. JD's Equipment Service, where we never charge overtime, ever.
It's hard to stop a train, really hard.
It's the perfect time to get the gift you've waited for all year. The CR-V with rear-view camera standard. Hurry in to the Happy Honda Day sales event, and you could get a great deal on the best-selling SUV in its class. Now at your Honda dealer.
$1. That's all it takes to start enjoying a membership at Planet Fitness. 4 quarters will get you the best equipment in our judgment-free zone. So join Planet Fitness now for just $1 down and $10 a month.
Join Planet Fitness of Rapid City and Rushmore Mall for only $1 down. Sale ends December 16th.
Well, no matter how deep and genuine your holiday cheer, it is no secret that a trip to the post office this time of year can bring out the Grinch in just about everybody. There are some long lines at the post office these days. Today is the busiest day of the year for mailing and shipping holiday packages, letters, and cards. Over the course of the holiday season, 15.5 billion pieces of mail will be sent worldwide by the U.S. Postal Service. Postal leaders say they've already seen an increase in the number of packages brought to post offices, and they're urging people to ship sooner rather than later for arrival by Christmas. Officials recommend sending your cards and packages by December 21st via priority mail or December 23rd for express shipping to ensure timely delivery by Christmas morning. The Postal Service is trying to ease some of the shipping season worries by delivering packages 7 days a week through Christmas Day. That includes the Black Hills area, due to the anticipated 10.5% package volume growth over the last holiday season. Rapid City, Spearfish, Sturgis, and Belfouche will be included in the Postal Service's Sunday delivery efforts. Due to the continued growth in online shopping, the Postal Service is expecting its busiest package season during this holiday season, ballooning to nearly 600 million deliveries by the time it's all said and done. A record number of Americans shopping online this holiday season has sparked a shipping war, with businesses competing to get their items delivered faster than ever before. Amazon.com has been an aggressive leader when it comes to shipping speed. They're developing what they call Prime Air, drones that are able to get packages to customers in 30 minutes or less.
We just wanted to get it to you as fast as possible. The fact that the technology already exists is interesting. I think right now it's just a matter of public sentiment and government sense of whether this is safe for people or not.
We should note that service is not in effect, and it will not take off until the FAA gives its approval, but it could be reality by Christmas of next year. Even Google and Walmart are jumping on the drone wagon and starting to test their own drone delivery systems. And if you get a drone under the tree this Christmas, you will need to register it with the government. The FAA now requiring all drone owners to register their device online or face civil and criminal penalties. The new law is expected to take effect by December 21st. Owners must be 13 years of age or older and sign up on the website. Registration will cost $5, but the fee will be waived for the first 30 days until January 20th. The FAA believes the requirement will make it easier to educate and identify drone owners. You're also required that you not fly the drone more than 400 feet in the air, and you must live at least 5 miles from any airport in order to own a drone. Well, snow is finally on the way to the Black Hills. Bob Riggio coming in next with a full look at your forecast. But first, this special holiday message.
NewsCenter1 proudly presents this holiday greeting from our heroes.
Hey, I'm Major Al Chang, and just want to say hi to my in-laws in Spearfish, South Dakota. Happy holidays, Walter Marie.
All of us at NewsCenter1 wish all of our service members and their families a happy holiday.
Many people injured in a car accident are unfamiliar with the medical treatment available and how to pay for medical bills. At Morefaust Injury Law Group, we will help you obtain the medical care needed and seek payment of your medical bills and other monies you deserve. Get more.
Toyotathon rocks with great big deals on a new set of wheels. Camry, Prius, RAV4 2 with 0% financing for you.
Get 0% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2015 RAV4 or lease a new RAV4 for $209 per month. For more great deals, visit buyatoyota.com.
It's our biggest and bestest event of the year. That's why Toyotathon rocks.
Toyota, let's go places.
With dual enrollment at WDT, you earn college and high school credit at the same time. And right now, dual enrollment classes are offered at a free or reduced rate and come with free books.
Dual enrollment will help me by getting some of my gen eds out of the way and getting a head start on what I want to do in life.
Save time and money. Choose from over 350 classes, including transferable generals. Log on to wdt.edu to learn more. Get started today. Visit wdt.edu.
Dear future, please help. The present is kind of a scary place. I have no money, no job, no clothes, I feel completely helpless. But I hear good things about you, future. Like, I'll have hair, and friends, and books, and music. I can't wait to meet you.
What makes Liberty Superstores a dealership for the people? People with more insight, more options, more respect, more heart. We eagerly serve the frustrated, the hardworking, the people. We believe everyone deserves to drive a nicer, newer car. And that's what makes us for the people. Liberty Superstores.
1 in 13 drivers in South Dakota have no insurance. If you're injured by one, the law requires your own company to pay that injury claim, not merely medical bills. Call Moore Faust Injury Law Group. Don't let your own company sell you short. Get more.
This weather brought to you by Black Hills Power.
This is NewsCenter1 weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
Okay, folks, before we deal with the snow, we need to deal with some fog that's occurring all across, at least along the Front Range, along I-90. We have this moisture coming in from the northeast. It's hitting the Black Hills. The Black Hills lifting that moisture. It condenses. Now that the temperatures are well below freezing, it freezes, and some of that ice is falling out of the fog onto the ground, so making some areas some slippery spots in some of the roads in the Black Hills area. But it's also reducing our visibility. Spearfish, zero visibility. You can see all along I-90 down here to Rapid City, 1 mile visibility. Out at Ellsworth, 3 mile visibility. Even down in Pine Ridge, there's a little bit of fog down there, 7 miles of visibility. So driving is going to be a problem, not only tonight, but tomorrow night, and possibly even early on Wednesday. 31 that high temperature, 14 the low temperature, 719 sun up, 414 the sun will be going down. Let's see what we got over here. We got the fog out at the airport, 25. Look at the dew point, 23. And when you get that temperature and dew point so close together, fairly good chance you're going to get some fog, and in this case, some ice fog. A couple of storms, one around the Great Lakes. You can see some scattered showers associated with that. And as it moved across the Midwest, quite a bit of flooding in Iowa associated with that storm. But that's not the one we're worried about. This is the one that's going to be moving into our direction. You can see it moving out of Colorado, and that's going to spread the snow up through Nebraska, up into the Black Hills, and eventually all across South Dakota as that low continues its track from the west to the east. The good news is that low is moving rather quickly again. So the snow will come in later on tonight, and then tomorrow evening, and then it should be out of here by Wednesday. So that's the good news. If it would just go stationary, well, we would have a whole bunch of snow to deal with. I don't think we're going to have a lot, though. Future satellite radar. Now this is, what do we got? This is tomorrow morning, 6:30 a.m. I just want to point out that the snow has already arrived over southwestern South Dakota, so it'll be coming in after midnight tonight. What you're seeing out there is those that's ice fog falling down to the ground. That's not the major snow event, and that's going to start later on after midnight tonight. And then throughout the morning tomorrow afternoon, it spreads all across South Dakota. And then the good news is that low is moving rather quickly from west to east, and it should be clearing out Wednesday, certainly by Wednesday afternoon. We are expecting to see mostly cloudy skies. The sun should be peeking on through. Here's what we expect. This is what the model is expecting. Around the Black Hills, 4 to 7 inches, higher amounts up in the higher elevations of the Black Hills, the northern hills, 6 to 8 inches in the center part of the state. And southeastern South Dakota, 1 to 3 inches. These are 48-hour totals, 2-day totals. High temperatures across the state, generally in the 30s, lower 30s all across South Dakota. We'll take a little closer look around the Black Hills. Again, a 2-day total. And you can see 4 to 7 inches, and up in the higher elevations, again, possibly up to 10 inches in some areas. Here's the forecast for the Black Hills. High temperatures only in the middle to lower 20s across the Black Hills, 23 Spearfish, 21 Custer, and we'll have the snow throughout the day tomorrow. 22 Deadwood, 27 Belle Fourche, 25 Sturgis. The forecast for tonight, 20, cloudy. Ice fog will continue throughout the evening hours. Snow develops after midnight tonight and moving all across the Black Hills and staying with us throughout the day tomorrow. 27 tomorrow, snow and blowing snow. Look at these winds out of the northwest, 20 to 25, gusts 40. And we are looking, as I said, 4 to 7 inches and a few more inches possible up in the northern hills and the higher elevation. Snow ends late tomorrow evening, early Wednesday morning, but we'll still have some patchy blowing snow because those winds are not going to go away. They're going to be rather strong out of the northwest as well. 28 on Wednesday, 23 on Thursday. Then we try to warm it up a little bit. Friday, 31. 43 on Saturday, and plenty of sunshine Saturday and Sunday. ClickBigDeals.com, get $100 at Black Hills Gold Diggers for just $60. And that's a big savings of 50%. There you have it.
So, Bob, you know what you do. You know what you do in the hours directly preceding a snowstorm.
Yes, I know. Order your pizza and Chinese food and cases of Coke and Pepsi now.
You're thinking of our buddy up in Nova Scotia.
Yeah,
Frankie McDonald.
Yeah.
Yep. I was thinking, everybody was at the grocery store tonight.
Yeah.
Everybody, and of course, only 2 lines were open. And so people are standing around getting their, 7 cases of chicken noodle soup and 8 gallons of milk that they won't be able to get because they won't be able to go back to the store until Thursday. What do people do with all this milk?
I don't know. They just leave it outside. No room in the refrigerator.
I like Cocoa Puffs as well as anybody, but
all those people are listening to Frankie.
Yeah.
Order your pizza and Chinese food now.
Well, several of them said they were listening to you.
Okay.
So I guess we're giving the store some business too. We'll be back with more news coming up after the break.
Oh, what fun it is!
The time is now. The place is here. We want to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Get to Nissan's holiday event for the season's best offers.
Right now, choose Rogue with 0% APR for up to 60 months or get a $289 per month lease on Murano. Shop your local Nissan store and choose Nissan.com.
Wake up in your first home. Wake up in a home with a new address. Wake up in a home with no address. Your dream home evolves, and protecting it takes committed support. American Family Insurance.
Adams ISC is Western South Dakota's one-stop shop for industrial supplies, machining, welding, hydraulics, and equipment repair. We are also South Dakota's only hot seat pressure washer sales and service center. There is no project too big or too small for us in our 58,000 square foot facility at 2090 Deadwood Avenue in Rapid City. Stop on over and see what we have to offer.
Things that happen on Tuesdays. Papa Murphy's $10 Tuesdays. And
soccer practice, softball practice, tuba lessons, t-ball practice.
Papa Murphy's $10 Tuesdays. Any large pizza, just $10. Fresh made, fresh baked. Papa Murphy's.
Love at 425 degrees.
The service department at Hirschwitz is the finest I've ever dealt with.
The best service I have ever experienced from any dealer.
We found your company is friendlier and easier to deal with than others we visited.
Above and beyond service.
I like the people, I like the service, and I would come back in a heartbeat.
It's true. The best advertising is a happy customer, and after 105 years, we do have a lot of them. Hers Resistors, I-90 and Exit 30. Don't drive by, drive in.
Students at Western Dakota Tech in Rapid City finishing up a semester-long project today. Computer-aided drafting students designing and building their very own three-dimensional cars, and today racing those cars to see how they perform. The cars are powered by either an electric motor or a 9-volt battery. The project is designed to give students experience with parametric 3D modeling of assemblies, gear and belt drive systems, and tolerances. These are skills that instructors at Western Dakota Tech hope will help students succeed after their graduation.
This is what we're going to school for. We're going to be able to design from scratch and use it in real world at our jobs after we graduate. So it's real world application kind of deal. Student
Michael Severn says he enjoyed building and designing his 3D car over the course of the semester. And even though his car did not make it past the first heat, he says that the races are his favorite part of the project. It's time again today for another edition of our 1+1 giveaway. NewsCenter1 and First Interstate Bank teaming up to award a teacher with $500 for a special classroom project. And this week's winner is Andrea Theodorf, who teaches 3rd grade at Blackhawk Elementary School. The 3rd graders are learning about life cycles and habitat, and the school loves to have them learn about a frog's life cycle. Ms. Theodorf is excited to be able to provide that experience along with a field trip.
I would like to buy a kit for my class and then the other 2 3rd grades, and we're going to watch a tadpole grow into a frog, and then also take a trip to reptile gardens and see some real-life habitats.
And I have it on very good authority that they actually started that frog as a tadpole. That's how in-depth this project has been. One of the students telling us it's one of the most fun things they've ever done in school. Theodorf says that teaching the team and the teaching team at Blackhawk Elementary tries to make learning fun and meaningful. NewsCenter1 and First Interstate Bank are proud to be able to provide this experience for the students.
It's great to be a part of an organization that's wanting to get back to kids. We see them as the future for everybody, so the more we can do that to help out kids and help out the teachers and everything they're wanting to teach is something good that we like to do.
And if you would like to apply or nominate a teacher for our 1+1 giveaway, you can visit our website at newscenter1.tv and click on the chalkboard icon. And stay with us. One final look at that approaching winter storm system as it moves in. All that fog and visibility making driving conditions very dangerous tonight. Best advice is to stay home and snuggle up. And let's see what the rest of the hours and the nighttime hours and morning hours are going to bring us. Bob gives us a final detailed look coming up after the break.
$1. That's all it takes to start enjoying a membership at Planet Fitness. 4 quarters will get you the best equipment in our judgment-free zone. So join Planet Fitness now for just $1 down and $10 a month.
Join Planet Fitness of Rapid City and Rushmore Mall for only $1 down. Sale ends December 16th.
This holiday, Ford, America's best-selling brand, is giving you more. It's the Ford Holiday Sales Event, featuring 0% financing for 60 months on the Built Ford Tough 2015 F-150 and Super Duty. That's big savings on the best-selling trucks for 38 years straight. Legendary toughness. It's the best gift ever. Now during the Ford Holiday Sales Event, get 0 for 60 or up to $10,021 total savings plus no payments for 90 days on Built Ford Tough trucks. Only at your local Ford stores.
'Twas the night before Christmas for old St. Nick. He'd run out of presents and needed some quick. Where could he get them all in one stop? I'll head down to Shields to play and to shop. He grabbed his cart and checked off his list, making sure there was nothing he'd missed. Flying around, he grabbed all in sight, knowing it had to be delivered that night. He'd gotten a gift for every girl and boy. Gift happiness, feel joy. Merry Christmas from Shields.
It's the perfect time to get the gift you've waited for all year. The CR-V with rear-view camera standard. Hurry in to the Happy Honda Day sales event, and you could get a great deal on the best-selling SUV in its class. Now at your Honda dealer.
$1. That's all it takes to start enjoying a membership at Planet Fitness. 4 quarters will get you the best equipment in our judgment-free zone. So join Planet Fitness now for just $1 down and $10 a month.
Join Planet Fitness of Rapid City and Rushmore Mall for only $1 down. Sale ends December 16th.
All right, snow begins after midnight tonight, all day tomorrow. Tomorrow evening should be ending by Wednesday, all because of that low pressure area you see over southwestern Colorado. That'll continue to move off to the east, and it's going to drag that snow over in Colorado and Wyoming into the Black Hills. Temperatures on the cold side in the 20s right on through Friday, and then plenty of sunshine this weekend.
Foretold is forewarned. Keep it right here for all the information coming up tomorrow.
Midco Internet is built for speed, so don't let old software or equipment hold you back. Go to midco.com for easy-to-follow internet optimization tips. It's how fast internet gets even faster. Midco gives you more.
If your favorite part of fajitas is the tender USDA Choice Angus steak, then Arby's new steak fajita flatbreads are for you. If your favorite part is the charred, fire-roasted peppers, then Arby's new steak fajita flatbreads are for you too. But if your favorite part is the sizzling hot skillet, sorry, it's too hot. Remember the coffee lady? Arby's, we have the meats.
Attention ranchers, farmers, and small businesses. The Ram commercial truck season is here. Save big on trucks and vans customizable to fit your every business need. Like 2015 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cabs, now with 0% financing for 75 months, plus $6,000 in total values. Or Ram Heavy Duty Crew Cabs, now with up to $4,000 in total values. Plus, as a small business, you can qualify for up to $1,500 of on-the-job incentives. Now's the time to help your bottom line. See your local Ram dealer today.
Synchrony Financial. Engage with a call center team that makes customers smile. Engage with a job where great benefits are only one of the benefits. Engage with us. We're now hiring for call center positions in Rapid City. Learn more and apply at synchronycareers.com. That's SYNCHRONY careers.com. Or text SYF12 to 90206. Again, text SYF12 to 90206. Engage with us.
Remember when you needed a TV to watch TV? Now you can watch on your computer, laptop, tablet, or smartphone. TV Everywhere makes it easy, and it's included with Midco cable. Midco gives you more.